Hi, everyone. It's Henry DeVries from Indie Books International, and so pleased today to have Craig Lowder with us, the author of Smooth Selling Forever. Craig, tell people about your business and about your book, Smooth Selling Forever.
Thank you for asking, Henry, and I would not have been able to do it without you. We're in the business of creating life abundance for business owners and sales leaders by helping them close more sales faster in the short term. In the long term, it's all about developing a system that will generate significant, predictable, and sustainable sales growth year after year. Smooth Selling Forever has really been compiling 30 years of research in the trenches as a sales leader. And it's about, I know that I can help other people having been on the client side. I know what's worked. I've certainly discovered what doesn't work. And let me put this in writing so that I can help other people achieve what they want to achieve in their businesses by growing their sales.
How has it made a difference for you when you meet with prospects, when you reconnect with clients?
Oh, Henry, a number of ways. The biggest thing that I see, the conversion rate from lead to closure. I mean, a cold lead this year, for example, is 47%, even during COVID. From the time I get them to the first discovery step in my process to closure is 9 out of 10. So the conversion rate to qualified lead to closure is extremely high. The sales cycle is shorter because the book is my business card. It adds credibility. It distinguishes me from the other people who raise their hand and say, I do the same thing that Craig has done. It's not the case because the way that the book has been written, it's to make a point, and there are stories of real world examples of clients and companies that I've worked with where, using the STAR acronym, we talked about the situation, the task to be completed, the actions that we took, and at the end, what were the results that we achieved.
Your book has really great stories, Craig. They really make the points. I know you were kind enough to give me permission to include some of them in my book on Persuade with a Story. So human brains are hardwired for stories, and your book certainly makes a point. Now, what are you doing now with pandemic and everything going on? How's that affecting your business?
Like everyone else, Henry, it's been crazy busy. The focus of the smart sellers are focusing on retaining their current clients and expanding the business they do with their existing clients. Virtual selling has reduced the ability to acquire new clients because it lacks that certain sense of intimacy. That being said, I've been much more productive due to virtual selling. You can go from meeting to meeting to meeting to meeting without having to worry about travel and everything else that goes on in between. Is it more stressful? To me personally, it's not. I enjoy diversity and a fast pace, so this has been wonderful. You still miss the intimacy, and there's certain things you would like to do, even though virtually you can do whiteboarding, but there's nothing like going up to a whiteboard with a group of people and handing them marker and start crossing things off and changing things. Because the whole focus of my work is to really give people questions that they need to answer for themselves, so the ultimate solution that we end up with is their solution and not this consultant that we had come in that we paid for and we have no ownership of it.
Now, you use the book to leverage your speaking, and I know you speak at Vistage and other places. Could you talk a little bit about the speaking that you do?
Yeah, it's been tremendous, and I'm going to say something that I don't want it to come off wrong. Every time I speak in a room of 8, 10, 12 people, I typically end up with a minimum of 2 new clients. Under my old business model, which is one-to-one, I may be able to work with 5 to 7 companies at a time. So what's done with my speaking? I don't speak. because I go, holy cow. If I speak again, I'm going to have to turn people down. Now that I'm changing my business model to accommodate more than 5 to 7 clients, I'm looking to really ramping up the speaking and helping these other business owners and sales leaders.
I think the book's really given you curriculum so you can do that. So when you leverage and talk to more people, they have your system in writing in one place. But knowing your system is not enough, they need to interact with you to apply the system to their world. So I think it works well together. I mean, would you agree?
Oh, I totally agree. And speaking helps one sell more books.
Yes.
I had the opportunity to speak with a large PEO. It's going to go nameless. You can probably figure it out. But I said to them, how many people are going to be in this session? Well, 12. I'll do it at no charge if you buy the books. And I'd given the leader the books, and he says, I'll tell you what, I'll buy 100 of them. And he bought 100 of them because shame on him, he wants to hand them out to his clients. Isn't that interesting? Which results in more introductions for me.
Yeah, it's all great. Well, Craig, thank you so much for being with us today and sharing your story. I hope we get to talk again on some different issues, and really want to wish you smooth selling forever. Have a great day.
As well. Thank you, Henry.